royalty. Most of us wish we were. And half of us believe we are descendants of a royal lineage that, but for the vagrancies of time and chance, would have, should have, left us rightful heirs to titles and property that would render our current struggles unnecessary.
For those of us with royal lineage, to be introduced and greeted by everyone and admired simply for who we are.
Royalty at its most basic level, is the upper echelons of, society. And it means extravagance. It means, being able to afford whatever you want. Every girl wants to be a princess at some point, right? And, I was wearing a really, sparkly, extravagant gown, so of course I'm going to be a princess. I always enjoy taking on roles that aren't, maybe something that I could do in reality. And so just being a princess for a night was just another one of those roles that was fun to just, get away from reality and do something different.
This is a fantasy. This is a fantasy, but I just sort of tried to tap into what is it about this that is so appealing? Why are there so many fans of a show like Downton Abbey? What is it? And it's really this whole notion of royalty and the intrigue. I mean, we don't have a monarch in the United States, and yet we're still closely connected with the monarchy in England. It's just one of those aspects of our collective psyche in the culture that we still have today. And so there is this attraction and an interest, and we find it intriguing, this whole notion of royalty.
Royalty means having some sense of power or class, or having like a way about you, or having some sort of someone having perspective of you that's just above the standard or the norm. Like you're a role model to people. You're not above them in a sense, but you are superior, whether it's how you act, your jobs, how you look. There's something about you that just, you're standing out for a certain purpose. I actually went to an all-girls high school, but that is definitely something that I felt I kind of missed out on, is having that whole like homecoming queen, prom king and queen, that whole thing. I would have probably just to have that experience, but at the same time, I know a lot of situations where that's a lot of stress, a lot of pressure for girls or guys to be involved in something like that. I think it's a nice tradition to have, but I don't think, me personally, I missed out on it that much, that I did not have that because I was in all-girls high school.
For me, being a princess it's a completely fictional thing. And in reality, princesses nowadays are so different from what they were, in the olden times.
I'm sure you would feel very important and loved and like the cool girl, which is always nice, but as I said, like, that's so much pressure at the same time, so much responsibility that you have to upkeep, and it's just, I don't know, I've never been in that situation, so I don't know, but like, I don't know if I could picture that myself in that situation, like wanting that responsibility at the same time.